Like instead of cursing God, oh, you bless him even more. It seems like instead of getting a divorced married couples, you work on the situation and come out even stronger than before. Instead of panicking and catching a fit, we hold our cool, stand on the word, and increase our praise. So no, the enemy is not only confused, but the songwriter says praise confuses the enemy. I know it confuses the enemy, but the praise is not only confuse the enemy, but it also causes him to panic. Look at somebody and say, the devil is not only confused, but he's also panicking. Come on, put those hands together. The Bible shows us that Joshua had a word of victory from the Lord. He was determined not to let anything get in his way, not even the sun and the moon. He said, sun, stand still. And he said, moon, stand still. He acted in a very authority that was given to him in the earth realm. Look at somebody else and say, neighbor, you have authority in the earth realm. Stand up in the authority that Christ gave you. Stand up and use the authority that he's given you. I want you to know that Joshua, he realized that if it had gotten darkened, it would have been difficult for them to obtain the victory. So what he did, he declared, because he knew that he had the authority in the earth realm, he declared, sun, stand still. I just need a little light some more. I need a little light some more because I already got the word for victory. Moon, stand still. So when God gives you a word of victory, it's up to you to make the necessary move to obtain it. That Joshua had the word. He already knew the fight was his. He already knew that. Also, it's up to him to speak the word and stand up in authority and command things to line up in his life. Oh, I want you to know, if I were you, I wouldn't just lay there and let the devil do whatever he wanted to me. Don't just lay there and let him depress you. When David says in Psalm 30:11, thou hast turned from me my mourning into dancing. Thou hast put off my sackcloth and girded me with gladness. Don't just sit there and accept disease. When Isaiah declared in 53:5, but he was wounded for our transgressions. He was bruised for our iniquity. The chastisement of our peace was upon him. And with his stripes we were healed. Don't just sit there, and let him tell you that you'll never be delivered. When he said in Luke 4:8 that he will send to preach deliverance to the captives. Don't just sit there. Look at somebody and say, neighbor. Don't just sit there and let him tell you that God is not real. Has he ever tried to come to you and tell you that God wasn't real? Tell you that God didn't love you. Tell you that nobody loves you. Don't just sit there and let him lie to you and tell you that God is not real. When Genesis 1:1 states, in the beginning God created the heavens and the earth. Don't let the enemy sit there and tell you that you don't have to live holy. When Hebrews 12:10 states that he disciplines us for our certain good, that we may become shadows in his own holiness. Don't let the enemy cause you to lose your focus. When 1 Peter 5:8 says, be sober and be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walking about seeking whom he may devour. Look at somebody and say, neighbor, use the word. The word works. Look at somebody else and say, neighbor, the word is an action in my life. Oh, God, put those hands together and give God the praise in here. So the Bible says that Joshua's journey to victory, it was a very rocky journey. It was a very rough journey. It was an all-nighter. Oh, but it had a word. Anybody ever had an all-nighter experience where you couldn't sleep? You was going back and forth. You was worried. Didn't know how you was going to make it in on the next day. You had an all-nighter, but guess what? Look at somebody and say, neighbor, I had a word from the Lord. Oh, that word took me through the night. Don't you know sometimes the journey will be rocky. Sometimes we have all-nighters, but because there is a word in our spirit, we keep on going, baby. We keep going like the Energizer Bunny. We keep going and going, and because we keep going and going, and we're not stopping, the devil is panicking. He's not only confused, but he's panicking. Somebody shout, I must keep going. The Bible says in the midst of the battle that God calls stones to fall from heaven and kill them. Tell somebody while you're in pursuit of victory, God is taking care of the enemy. You just keep pursuing the enemy and let God take care of the enemy. Don't focus on the enemy, but focus on the victory. For victory is yours in the Lord. Don't focus on what they say about you. Don't focus on what they think about you. Oh, but baby, keep pursuing. Oh, I shall keep pursuing. I shall keep going. I shall keep going. If you shall keep pursuing, for the victory is at hand. I want you to stand on your feet right now and shout, I will keep going. I shall pursue. I will pursue. I will overcome. I will overtake. Come on, give God praise. So Joshua said, stand still, move. Stand still, son. Don't you know God will honor your word? Your word structure your day. Your word manifests in your life. If it's something that's in your way, speak to it and command it to stand still. It has to obey. It must obey you. Matthew 7 and 20. It tells us that we have faith as a grain of mustard seed. You can tell a whole mountain be removed. Oh, if it's blocking your victory, stand up in this place and say, move, baby. Oh, move it. Tell it to stand still. Joshua said, my victory is too close. I'm not going to let it get dark on me. Son, stand still. I don't know about you, but look at somebody and say, neighbor, I'm too close to it. Oh, I can feel it. I can touch it. I can see it.